Chapter 11 of The Wondersmith and His Son, A Tale from the Golden Childhood of the World. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Wondersmith and His Son, A Tale from the Golden Childhood of the World by Ella Young. The Embassy of Balor's Son. Balor's country awaited the return of the Jinn. The hours and days went by. A fury of expectancy wasted Balor. The Gubbaun Saor was calm. "'Twould be well for myself and my son to lose no more time," said he. "It would be well for us to set out now for bringing back of the tool." "My dignity would be lessened," said the Balor, "if the compulsion of that errand were on you. I will send an embassy, like a conquering potentate, like a royal personage, that tool shall enter my dominions." "To your son alone," said the Gubbaun Saor, "will I give the tokens of my wonder tool. With him shall go the chief vizier of your kingdom." "So be it," said Balor. "I will send my son. Powers and principalities shall accompany him." The Gubbaun Saor gave the master word to Balor's son. "The name of the tool is An Cernach Sen Cernacht, An Shruaid Ar Shruaidit, An Shruaid Ar Trechara." The Balor's son said it over 9 times to himself. He was satisfied then that he had it. He called for his robe as embassy, he marshaled the powers and principalities, he arranged their ranks for the white unicorns and the kylins with tufted ears. He saw that the green dragons and the scarlet and purple chimera were linked with chains of silver. Boastful were his words to the Fomorian lords. "Candles of Balor," he said, "do not grudge your transcendency to a country ignorant of Balor. Ye shall cast luster upon it." With an earth-shaking sound of trumpets that ranked magnificence set forth. Day rounded day till its return. Its return was an amazement. A sound of eulogonging went before it. "Wehu, wehu, wehu! Bellaloo, bellaloo! Hi, hi, hi! Ulaloo, ulaloo, ulaloo! Kayubilik!" Wayside folk, hearing that lamentation, hastened to prostrate themselves and to cover their faces, lest they might see how great lords of the Fomor beat their breasts and tore their hair, casting dust on their foreheads. Like a slow, wounded snake the procession dragged itself onward. "Wehu, wehu, wehu! Bellaloo, bellaloo!" That lamentation filled the courts of Balor. Laggard footsteps followed it. Balor's hand groped spearwards. He could not see the grief-disheveled lords or the anguished abandonment of their prostrations. He dared not open that solitary terrible eye. "Speak," he thundered. The most distinguished personage in that distinguished train raised a dust-grimmed head. "O Balor, Lord of Life," he began, "have pity on us. Misfortune has overwhelmed us. Grief eats and gnaws upon us. Your son, the light of our countenances, is in captivity, and the great vizier likewise. Say the word, O Magnificence, that will rescue them from strait and bitter bondage, and from the terrible country of Ireland, a country where the mind is bewildered, a country where the eyes find no rest, for the earth is a glittering emerald, and the sky a blinding sapphire, the sun is a scorching fire, and the moon a blistering whiteness, a country where there is no solace for the heart." "Cease your lamentations," said Balor, "and tell what has befallen." "We came, O dispenser of fate, to the house of the Gubbaun. The woman of the house received us. The most illustrious and splendid prince, your son, recited to her the tokens of the tool. An Cernach Sen Cernacht, An Shruaid Ar Shruaidit, An Shruaid Ar Trechara." "True is the token," said the woman of the house. "I will unbar the treasury for you and the 7 locks of the treasure chest. Enter, son of Balor, enter, vizier of Balor." They entered, but they came not forth. The woman came forth. "Go hence," she said, "and tell your king that the treasure chest of the Gubbaun and his son is shut, a grip that will not loosen. With him is the vizier fastened down with 7 locks. There they will measure time by the heartbeat and the shadow and fraction of a heartbeat, till the Gubbaun Saor and his son cross the threshold stone of this house, whole and sound as they set out from it. O Balor, mountain of munificence, say the word. Let the Gubbaun Saor and his son go for the tool. The most distinguished personage prostrated himself afresh. Wehu, 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 sobbed the unicorn and the chimera. Balor, said the Gubbaun, the lid of my treasure chest is heavy. The sides of it are straight and narrow. Let me and my son go for the tool. Balor made a frantic gesture with his hands. Go, he cried. The lords of Fomor ushered forth the Gubbaun and his son. Carefully they ushered them, like folk who guard a treasure, yet with an urgency of speed. Soon they stood on the terraced height of the Balor's fortress. A sky pale as an ice field was above their heads. 1,000 fathoms below, a river pooled itself blackly. About them towered a wilderness of mountain peaks, peaks one-footed, craning upwards, blind and insatiable. Peaks like contorted monsters, huddled abashed upon themselves. Peaks like a gigantic menace, dizzied to the fantasy of a nightmare, arid and hostile. Bring steeds for us, said the Gubbaun. Hrut, the son of Sruth, the son of Sru, the son of Nar, stepped forward. He flung his voice into the air in a shrill ringing cry. Like color split on ice, it shivered on those monstrous pinnacles. The sky blackened. The air swirled and eddied to an impact. Biting, clawing, tangled together, they descended. Bridle them, said the Gubbaun. Lords of the Fomor, put bridles on them. Health and prosperity be with you, said the Gubbaun, his hand on a bridled neck. Health and prosperity, said the son. They rose, shaking storm from their wings, cavorting and hurtling, plunging and rearing through the steeps of air. Snails, cried the Gubbaun, have ye no swiftness? It was thus that the Gubbaun Saor and his son returned to Ireland. End of section 11.